Hello, I'm John Daniels, Chairman and co-founder of Kinaptic. We make wearable electronics for digital healthcare. Stroke touches every family. It's the number one cause of disability in the U.S. and one of the leading causes of death in the world. In the U.S., there are nearly 800,000 new stroke patients every year, but because of the cost of a physical therapist and the expensive visits to a PT clinic, most of the time the money runs out long before the patient has reached their full rehabilitation potential. China has the biggest increase in stroke patients, with 2 million new stroke patients every year. There are too few doctors, too few physical therapists in China. Our wearable electronics can be a big part of the answer to China's healthcare crisis. Our patented solutions improve patient outcomes for other diseases too. Our technology platform fits into the existing reimbursement models, and the enabling technology is already FDA approved. We founded Kinaptic to develop products based on our patented haptic human-machine interface. Here you can see my co-founder Joe controlling me to mirror his hand movement using an early prototype of this breakthrough technology. Because of the market size, available willing strategic partners, and the readiness of our technology, we have focused on wearable electronics for medical use cases, with a software change enabling disease-specific features from the same basic form factor in electronics. We have created medical devices for stroke rehabilitation using the body's own electrical systems to improve patient outcomes. Our wearable electronics offer improved patient outcomes at lower payer costs with enhanced doctor-patient engagement. With a huge global market and willing strategic partners, these are the ingredients for tremendous enterprise growth and value. For the stroke patient, our contracture sleeve is put on at the hospital and prevents muscle atrophy. Our pinch and grasp sleeve is put on at home and returns life skills to the patient. Our VR stroke rehab system invokes neuroplasticity, the rewiring of the brain around the damaged area. This patient's hand hasn't moved on its own for 18 months. Our contracture sleeve applies electrical muscle stimulation to stretch his arm with involuntary muscle contractions. This should be the standard of care at every hospital. The contracture sleeve and the pinch and grasp sleeve keep the body ready for rapid rehabilitation. Our VR stroke rehab system retrains the brain using an enjoyable gaming experience. Having this awesome technology platform is critical for our success. It's also important to have barriers to the competition. As a patent attorney and inventor, I've been building Kinaptic's international patent portfolio since 2013. We already have issued patents in the US and expect our first Chinese patent to issue in 6 to 9 months. If you do due diligence on us, you'll be pleasantly amazed at the depth and breadth of our international patent portfolio and the many uses of our wearable electronic technologies. Of course, there's competition. We love competition. Competition shows the enabling technologies being applied for stroke rehabilitation. Only our VR stroke system has our patented wearable electronics that use the body's own electrical systems to invoke neuroplasticity and reconnect the brain with the body. Getting a new medical device to market successfully requires finding the best entry point to introduce product to patient. Our first post-stroke recovery products go on right at the hospital, at the beginning of the stroke patient's journey. At home, our pinch and grasp sleeve detects the movement intention of the patient and returns life skills and muscle re-education. Our VR stroke rehab system enables at-home patient monitoring and physical rehabilitation that invokes neuroplasticity to create new muscle memory and pattern recognition and effectively rewire the damaged brain. We have established a foundation for sustained company growth with multiple market opportunities. We were in Berlin, Germany most of last year, developing our technology into cardiovascular medical device products funded by our strategic partner, Bayer Pharmaceuticals. Kinaptic receives revenue as the manufacturer of our wearable electronics, with our partners providing worldwide sales and distribution. We duplicate this model for the additional separately licensed fields of use and create multiple revenue streams from our own manufactured products. Our financial plan supports a business model where we partner with global healthcare giants for sales and distribution. Kinaptic provides our innovations, know-how, and intellectual property to support worldwide sales from our strategic partners. This model is particularly effective for drug companies who realize they must embrace digital healthcare and the drug-device combination strategy. The cost of goods manufactured for our basic contracture sleeve medical device is about $12.50. That's our packaged product ready for carton. Our scalable manufacturing line has a capacity of 5,000 product units for each 8-hour shift. We're teed up to install scalable manufacturing with enough capacity for our financial model, and we have the technology transfer package then in place to rapidly increase this capacity through contract manufacturing partners. We anticipate a commercialization deal with our strategic partner to provide a purchase order initially for 25% of production capacity. We can leverage this PO for short-term working capital through our partnership with Connecticut Innovations. Our sales continue to ramp up within our installed capacity, and we invest in direct sales and also increase market awareness through a patient doctor ambassador program. The engineering and contract research organizations are in place to make sure we systematically move forward through our stroke patient journey product pipeline, generating more sales potential, and a second scalable production line is installed ahead of demand. In the first half of the second year, our post-stroke recovery products generate over $20 million in sales. Our efficient CRO strategic plan results in validity and exclusivity of de novo FDA approvals, and we are well on our way to becoming a US-based medical device global leader in digital healthcare, ripe for an exit through IPO or strategic partner buyout. My co-founder, Joe, is a graduate from MIT. I'm an innovator and patent attorney and have sold inventions to the largest companies, including Microsoft, and we expect to hire 10 to 20 full-time employees over the next year. And even with the difficulties caused by COVID-19, we are still on track to complete our prototype manufacturing line and scale it to produce 5,000 product units per day. We have a robust contract research organization strategic plan that's ready to obtain FDA approvals and a growing list of strategic and distribution partners. We're looking for an investment of $5 million. We have a rock-solid foundation of intellectual property, know-how, and relationships. We have patent-protected products in enormous and accessible markets, and the Kinaptic team will achieve our goals with a transparent, milestone-gated use of funds plan. So we're flexible to reasonable investment terms that maximize our enterprise value and your return on investment. Digital technologies have the potential in a very, very short time to change the way healthcare is provided to all people everywhere. I truly believe we're on the cusp of a revolution. My company is committed to contribute to a positive impact on the health and well-being of all people everywhere. Kinaptic is poised to help lead the world to use cutting-edge technologies for primary health care, advancing patient outcome through at-home monitoring and treatments, and shifting away from the expensive health hospital-centric model. The worldwide pandemic is forcing technologies like Kinaptic's digital healthcare wearable electronics into the front and center of the world's healthcare crisis. All of us will be touched directly by the coronavirus. My 90-year-old father tested positive 2 weeks ago. I flew from Connecticut to Florida, and the next morning brought him into the emergency room. He could hardly breathe. 90% of pneumonia patients have increased coagulation activity. The research is now just coming out that indicates coagulation increase and the lack of movement results in deep vein thrombosis in bedridden COVID-19 patients. Kinaptic's wearable electronics are ready to address this new global unmet need with a simple and low-cost medical device that uses electrical muscle stimulation proven to activate the muscle pump and prevent DVT. Last week, we got the wonderful news that my father could be discharged, and we brought him home where he's making amazing progress. I talked with his doctor about the potential for DVT due to the virus. He said they know and expect DVT, and especially in the older and elderly and at-risk patients. They are using pneumatic cuffs on many patients, and for some, they are prescribing an expensive anticoagulant injection. I told him about Kinaptic's DVT prevention product that activates the muscle pump through skin surface electrical muscle stimulation. The doctor said this is a very much needed solution. Kinaptic stands ready to help protect patients and further complications and speed the recovery from the COVID-19 virus. Thank you.